Crankshaft position sensor, 2002 GMC Envoy or Trailblazer up to 2004, I think. Alright, just to give you an idea, this is the left side of the car. So I'm coming right in here. There's a starter motor, and it's right below the starter motor. Let me push this cable out of the way a little bit. And there's actually two connectors in the same spot. I'm not sure what the other one is, but the crank sensor just has a small bolt, 10mm bolt, and it's to the left. What I'm going to try to do is access it from underneath. Got the tire off already because I can do some things like the thermostat, working through this area right here. It's a little bit easier. So here's another view. So you just lift up this flap here, and you can see my fingers pointing right towards it there. That's where it is. And it's that bolt right there that you see. And of course these things have those nasty little clips, retaining clips. Very poor choice of connectors. All these things on this vehicle have those, just about. And you need two hands to get to those to pry them off. What a pain in the ass. So I'm going to try to get this from down below. I cannot film it. I know you would probably like to see that, but it's just impossible. Lighting's bad, location's bad. So I'll let you know what happens, and also I'm gonna let you know about the crank relearn that one guy says you have to do. And I don't have a scanner that can do that for this car, so I'm gonna try just they say that, you know, if you disconnect the battery or pull out the fuses for the PCM for like 15 minutes, it's supposed to relearn a few things. Whether it will do this or not, I'm not sure, but I'll give it a try. I'll let you know if that works or not either. There is one video I saw on where the guy actually shows the location, but he doesn't answer any questions. Okay, I was able to pull it out pretty easily. I got it from down below, and I took a flex ratchet, a 1/4 inch flex ratchet with just a long 10mm socket on it, and you cannot see the bolt from down below. You have to just feel where it is. Take a good look up above, get the location of the 10mm bolt, and try to do it that way. So I was finally able to feel it. Got the ratchet on it with one hand, held the light on with my right, laying on my right side, and unscrewed it. The bolt wouldn't come out all the way. I had to come up above here and then just pull it out the rest of the way with my hand. And once I got the bolt out, I leave the connector attached to it. You can see right there. Well, there's just no room to do this. Cannot get it with my left hand. Okay. Okay, you can see that now. These connectors are a pain in the ass. You gotta push in that little tab there where my thumb is. Usually they just break off there anyways. And then get a screwdriver under here, or your nail, once that tab is depressed or broken, and then you can just pry this silver locking tab off. They never should have put this kind of connector here. This is just unbelievably stupid. And I leave them on because there's no way I'm going to get it off. There's no room. See how short that is? They don't give you any room at all to move this stuff around. So I can get it off easily, but that's because I know how to do it. And it's back a ways to where I can get to it now. And this pried out real easily. One guy said it took him 5 minutes to jiggle it out. I had this thing out in 10 seconds. Maybe it was because I had this connector on there, I don't know. But I just swiveled it a little bit, pulled it, came right out. Oh, by the way, just to let you know, I got all this stuff off here. You know, everything's out of my way. It could possibly be out of my way. And if you're trying to do this, you know, if you just have a problem with a crank sensor by itself, and you haven't taken anything apart, I pity you. No, I'm sure you can still get it from down below and then through the wheel well maybe somehow, but it's a long reach in there. So take it for what it's worth. Well, it's all back together now. Everything is on there. The intake manifold, the valve cover, all new gaskets, seals, everything. And I put in this new. This is the old crank sensor. You can see it's kind of discolored there. And like I said before, it came out real easy, no problems. And as far as the relearning thing that people say you have to do, you don't need a new scanner to do that, or a special scanner. In fact, all I did was just keep the battery disconnected for a couple weeks, which serves the same purpose as removing the PCM fuses for like 15 or 20 minutes. I know I read a couple places that guys do that, like for the throttle body. I cleaned that out too, so that was all clean. The intake manifold was extremely dirty. All the ports had a lot of oil buildup and grease in them, even on the head itself. So all that stuff changed quite a bit, and it fired right up as soon as I started it, and it runs beautifully. So I think the relearning thing is something that's stored in the PCM, and as long as you get rid of the memory, I think you're okay. That's it. That concludes it.